Hey YouTube, it's Scarecrow Kaiser. Today I will be doing a update on my Thavas build. So, um, with set 9 after coming out, the set had Aquaforce stuff in it. Um, Now here's my opinion on that. It pretty much sucked. It's been like almost a year, if not like a full year, since Aquaforce got support, and most of the stuff they gave Aquaforce was pretty bad. There was like a couple cards I'm using, but for the most part, this deck is going to look very unchanged. There's a couple alterations, but it's going to be pretty much what you guys have seen before, like very similar to how I ran it when I won the ARG circuit Detroit. So, but I'll get started. For starter, I'm still using Mitros. I like Mitros a lot. I feel like he works really, really well in the deck. I like him more than I like Andre. A lot of people play Andre, and I've tried Andre so many times, and I keep coming back to Mitros is the better option. Andre is just not that good unless you are unintentionally cheating with him by doing more than one once per turn type thing. But overall, I like Mitros a lot. If you have never used Mitros or don't know how to use Mitros and that's why you're having a problem, you should look into it. This card is really, really cool. Yeah. Into the triggers. We got 4 Petros. Our Thavas crit was super helpful in the deck. Really good card. 3 Supersonic Sailor. We don't usually use the effect, but might as well just in case. Then I'm playing 1 Vanilla Draw and 4 Malika, using the new art because it's different and kind of cool. But I like 5 draws in the deck. I don't feel like you need necessarily as many crits in this deck because you're attacking so many times. I like to have the extra draw power to have enough resources so I can actually make a board. So that's why I'm playing a 5-to-7 ratio. And last, we have our 4 heals. That's it for the zeros. For our ones, for Play-Doh, our damage and flipping perfect guard. If you really don't want to use a damage and flipper, you want to play an old school perfect guard, you probably could get away with it. This deck isn't that kind of blast heavy, but I figured why risk it? I'd rather unflip the damage. For Nikki, I shouldn't have to explain why. It's just pretty obvious. 3 Melania. This card is fantastic. It's got resist. You can attack for 12. It draws you a card. She's not once per turn, so you can restand her, do it again. She is amazing. I don't think I want to play 4. I've thought about it, but I don't really like it. 3 has worked pretty much perfect. And my last grade 1, 3 Stacia. This card is really freaking amazing, honestly. I used to actually really undervalue her. The fact that she can attack for 9 from the back, even if she can't hit something, she's still building up the wave. She's a really fantastic card, and the fact that she doesn't have to be in any particular order, she's a really good card. That's it for my ones. My 2s. For Adelaide, I think that's how you say your name. Love this card. I always see people not maxing out at 4 of her, and I think that's insane. She's kind of like the best grade 2 in the deck. Once you get the generation break, she's amazing. Love this card. Next we got 4 Tidal Assaults, because He's good early game and late game. Good card. And last grade 2, I'm playing 3 Couple Dagger Sailors. Now, a lot of people are probably wondering, where's the Magnum Assault? Magnum Assault is an okay card, but it's just okay. I've gone back and forth on that card, and I'll try it, and then I won't like it. And then time will pass, and I'll go, maybe it is good. Maybe there's a reason a lot of people play it. I'll try it again, and I'll be like, no, this card's not that good. I honestly just like the Couple Dagger Sailor. She's weird and stuff, but I've just found the deck runs better, and I get more options running her than I do with Magnum Assault. And she's early game. She's not Generation Break restricted, so that's it for my 2s. For my grade 3s, I play for Thavas. Really disappointed they didn't give us another Thavas. I feel like that's really unfair, actually. But whatever. And then for Skiros, I like to play 8 grade 3s in the deck. When I play less, I don't feel like I'm seeing enough of them, but I don't obviously want to play more than that. So, and Skiros gives you a lot of like really good options. Like, you want to ride him if you go up against like Link Joker, because he's freaking amazing. Yeah, he helps you beat Jokers pretty easily. That's it for the main deck. So for the G Zone, 1 Tidal Bore. This card doesn't get utilized a ton, but there are some situations where I feel like he's the best first stride, just to get that draw off. So then we've got for Commander Thavas. This card is amazing. You can use it as a first stride to give something +5 and attack from the back row. You can utilize it later game and then get a kill off from the effect. But this card is amazing, and this card is absolutely essential in being able to play the Link Joker matchup, allowing your back row to attack. This card will combine with like Skiros and some other things. This card will pretty much guarantee you that you can beat Link Joker. Then we got for Lambros, still one of the best grade 4s in the game, if not the best, arguably. This card is amazing. He's still like for sure like how you win like 80% of your games. Really good card. Next, we have 1 Wailing Thavas. This card is pretty cool. It's one of the few like good Aquaforce things that come out, and that's in the latest set. But you shouldn't super heavily depend on him. As I said, most of the time it's going to be Lambros who gets you your wins. But Wailing Thavas can't be underestimated in its value either. You just don't really need to use too many of it. I could see maybe running 2 if you wanted, but 1 I feel like is just fine. He's pretty cool. He helps with the Link Joker matchups, things like that. There's a lot to be said about this card. There are times where I can actually, in a typical matchup, I can go into Lambros or I can go into Thavas. And based on the situation, like if they're like at 5, and I know like they can't like Lambros can be more easily broken from like G guards like Denial Griffin and stuff. But Thavas, if I know they're at 5 and I know it once I get Thavas effect live, it's probably going to be a game anyways. I can go that route. Then I play 1 Blizza. I play this in almost all of my decks. You guys know by now I like it for the Link Joker matchup and things like that. It's won me some other matchups too randomly just because it was so big I knew my opponent couldn't stop it. I just like it as a good like techie option for like certain matchups. 1 Sea Breeze, that's pretty obvious why. For our G Guardians, we got one Floatia. She's but she's there. We got two Ice Barrier Dragon. The only other card from that set that I'm playing in this deck, which is disappointing. Not that this card is that disappointing. This card's pretty cool, but it's disappointing there weren't more good cards in the set. And my last card is one Screw, because sometimes they're attacking and it's wave 3 and these two G guards can't help you on wave 3, so here's a Screw. So yeah, that's it for this deck profile. I had some people ask me about it, so I warned them. There wasn't a whole lot of difference, not a whole lot of new cards being used, but it is what it is. Thank you for watching.